the intro, Zayd. You gotta say
What we
welcome.
do? I don't know how to do shit.
You got just say welcome back to the Feta-Zeta podcast, and then I'll
I'm
pick it
not.
up from there.
I'm not memorizing that
Just
shit.
say
You do
that.
it. I'm
It's
not
what
memorizing
do
that.
you mean?
I'm not memorizing that.
It's like 3 words.
I'm not memorizing that.
It's
You do
four
it.
words.
You do
Welcome.
it. You
Just
do
say
it. You do it.
welcome back to the Feta-Zeta podcast. That's it. That's
This
it.
guy's
Just say that.
No.
This guy is
This way.
useless.
This guy's
I'm this
useless.
way.
He's this way. Bro, please.
I'm not doing this. Shit.
Fine. I'll just start it. Welcome back, guys, to another episode of the Feta-Zeta podcast.
You screwed it up. It's
What do you mean?
Feta-Zeta, man.
Yeah, you like shut off.
Guys, welcome back to another episode of the Feta-Zeta Male podcast. Ooh!
Who
So
we
today,
got with
what our
us?
episode? So today, do you want to introduce our host?
I've never met him, so I'll let you do the honors.
We've met before.
Okay. Now, who we have with us today here is Saloom Six's girlfriend,
Oh.
also known as Zaid. Now, this man he is an expert on historical analysis, and today he's going to be telling us a little bit about the adventures throughout history.
Shut up.
And something of what it means to be an adventurer in history, right? So, do you have any questions to start us off, Cooper?
Yeah. So, how come I can see the light through the door of your house, but not through the window? Are there two rooms there, or is something else afoot?
Yeah, yeah. There's 2 rooms.
Such a small area, though.
One room is
That makes
behind
no
me,
sense.
and that's just the door to get out of here.
So you see your house as kind of your whole world then, because when you say get out of here as you're outside, it makes it sound like being outside makes you feel more trapped than if you're at home.
No, I go all the time. Sometimes.
Okay, and how does that make you feel?
It depends on who I'm with.
You're with Diddy.
I want to go back home.
Okay. That
can
was my
see that.
main question, so
Well, I'd like to, if I can. So,
Yeah.
what do you? Could you tell us a little bit more? And I know you're an expert in this field. What does it mean to be a Western gunslinger in America's uprising? Because I know there's a lot of viewers today with us interested in that topic, and I want to know what does it mean for you to be a Western gunslinger?
To me, what it means is to really not follow the law, or in other cases, always follow the law. Like maybe you're a bounty,
Oh, continue.
yeah, go on.
maybe you're a bounty hunter, which you gotta follow the law, or maybe you're just like an outlaw, like an outcast. You just rob, steal, kill for no reason. So that's how I look at cowboys and Western gunslingers.
Do you see it as kind of being free in a sense? No.
I wouldn't really say free, because even if you were not to follow laws, people would still go after you.
Mm.
What do you mean by that?
Now,
And
yeah.
who are these people?
Think of it like this. For what you do, you are making more people wanting to come after you so they can kill you and get money for themselves.
You go a little bit further. Give me an example.
Ooh, an example.
People are hunting you? Give me 3 names.
3 names:
Yeah.
Mike Bell.
3 real names, preferably real.
Oh, real names: John, Max,
Okay.
and Jack.
Okay.
Oh, damn.
Those are all real names. I've heard all
Jack?
those real
Yes,
names before.
Okay. Didn't
Yeah.
expect
You might
that
want to
one.
get him on our next podcast.
Oh, I don't know. He might track me down, but like, life is life. If you die, you die.
What if
I
there
can
was
respect
a
that.
What if there was an immortal snail chasing you, and if it touched you, you died?
Um, well, me personally, I have that phobia of bugs. I don't know what it's called because
You
I
mean
don't really care.
bugophobia?
Yeah, yeah, sure. And I don't know if this counts as snails, but I'm also terrified of snails. So if there was a snail near me, I would know. I
He's
would
Well,
one of
know.
those who know. He's one of those who know.
well, I hate to break the
Yeah.
news to you, Fade, but we actually have a snail on the other line listening, and he wants to talk to you.
Sure, sentiment.
It was the
I don't
test,
have it.
and you passed. I'm glad to see
I
that
want, I want,
you're a
I've
true
always wanted to know what a snail sounds like.
you're a true Wild West gunslinger. You don't fear your enemies, and you laugh in the face of death. We just had to get
A
that out of
true
the way.
adventurer.
We had to get that out of the
I'm
way
like,
before we we're trying to win an Edward R. Murrow Award for responsible journalism here, so we have to do stuff like this to test your character.
oh, that's
And
fine.
while we're at it, I want to promote our next big advertisement to
Yeah.
show your true experience as an adventurer. Buy Manscaped. Manscaped brings you to the deepest of rainforests to explore them and claim them as yours. All right, that's all for our podcast, for our advertisement. Sorry.
Yeah.
Anywho,
Use our code that we have in the description of this video to get a random percent off generated from 1 to 10. We couldn't come up with anything with them, so.
yeah, throw a little gambling in there. Anywho, I was thinking, Mister Six's girlfriend,
Yeah.
if you envision uh being a gunslinger as this thing where your potential is almost, would you say that you would rather live around the time Western American gunslingers were around? Would you say that would be something you would rather for you as opposed to living in our modern society?
I would say no. I'd rather stay here
Why?
because back then we weren't as developed, as more advanced than we are right now. Right now we have a lot of cures for some diseases, like one of the recent ones, COVID. Back then, people still had to worry about tuberculosis and stuff.
That's true. That's true. I know.
Turboulosis, of course.
I really don't know how to say it, but you get my point.
Tuberculosis. For future reference. I hope you weren't planning on being a doctor.
He could probably write tuberculosis down, and
Oh,
they'd get it.
Purple
Anywho.
sclerosis
UV.
is what I diagnosed you with.
But anywho, I. That's true, but like, you make it sound like this amazing thing. You say that you could be whatever you want. You could be a bounty hunter. You could be an outlaw. It's just that there are often consequences to your actions, which kind of mirrors our reality, does it not?
Reality. I would think stuff like maybe like someone who builds houses or like fishers
An
or like
architect.
horse breeders. Say again?
An architect.
An
Yeah.
escalator.
Sure. Sorry.
An escalator.
Sure. Yeah.
Maybe even a Sasquatch.
A grimace.
Sasquatch.
10 grimaces shaking. Let me get one thing straight here, Fade.
Yeah. Yeah.
What's the most popular and hip haircut a gunslinger can get in the year 2024?
I don't know, a mullet.
It's
A mullet.
let me give you a hint. Let me give you a hint. It's a massive haircut right now.
For a while there, its popularity was tapering off. People thought it might fade into obscurity, but I think I've heard it's making a comeback.
I think I've heard of it.
Okay.
Would it happen to be the low taper fade?
Oh, see, I was thinking the
Oh,
same thing.
same.
Mm.
The low
Beer.
taper
Beer.
fade. Yeah, of course. Cheers.
Cheers
Continue.
to that. Okay, he muted himself.
That was accident.
I'm sure.
What you mean? Sure, I'm not still here.
you, you just didn't think we'd notice. You thought we'd just talk for the
He
rest
is
of your
not.
assignment.
No, because I had an
Let me
alarm go off.
You had an alarm clock for when it
Yes,
hits 7:15.
He does. Allah is
I think
calling
so.
him.
Yeah.
It was Allah who called, right?
Cool.
Allah's calling.
It was Allah. I'm
Look,
pretty sure Allah called you, right?
Dang, this
look,
guy
is all.
this guy's cold. Allah's calling and he hangs up to keep talking to us. So sorry, Allah.
No,
Sorry, Allah. We're talking about the low taper fade and drinking drinks.
Yeah, this is more important stuff, guys.
dude, you can't say that. But
Do
anywho,
that.
what are we talking
If
about?
he can't
Oh,
say it, then how did he just do it?
oh.
I'm expecting a lightning bolt
Now
in like 3 seconds to just smite him.
I'll edit it in.
We'll see.
Yeah, and then I'll probably just put that part in at the end.
Yeah, keep it in.
All right, I'll keep this part in as well.
Yeah,
But anyhow,
of course.
so I understand. I still didn't catch. Would you say it's? So you think it's not preferable, despite making it sound so magical? Why? Well, like, what makes you see it as this place of opportunity, this time of opportunity? Even.
Hmm. I would say maybe it's because back then America didn't have to go through as much wars. So if you were to have a life over there, you could probably have like a family, like a huge generation that just goes and goes. So that I guess you will never be forgotten once you're dead. I think that's how I would put
Are you saying that in that era you think you would be able to find yourself a partner, whereas you
it. No,
cannot find yourself a partner in this era?
there's no hope for me, mate.
In neither.
Nah, even in heaven, no hope.
Have you thought about men?
No,
Why?
you know why? I'm not gay.
How do you know if you haven't thought about it?
Because
Ye-
I
Have you ever
What?
felt the
I like to
embrace
believe.
of a man fade?
I like to believe that you have to try everything at least once. This is your chance, Mr. Saloon.
no. So I have to stay home.
What?
This is why I like to stay home.
You said you go out a lot though.
Oh yeah, if I'm with my guys, like Yusuf.
So you only go out if there's men?
Yeah,
It's kind of. That's the way to put it,
Would
isn't
you
it?
say that you need a man
Yeah.
to make you feel safe when you walk around outside?
nah.
Oh, really?
Because he's a
Well,
gunslinger.
I've
Of
heard.
course he wouldn't.
Well, not only that, but I've also heard around town that he practices a martial art, one that is
I used to.
known to be more powerful than judo. Even
Tofu?
You,
is it tofu?
yeah, I love tofu.
I doubt you've even had tofu, dude. I haven't had tofu.
No, tofu.
Exactly.
He's not had it, he's
But-
done it. He's dished it out to people,
Ooh.
let's say.
I
I
mean,
haven't
one
had
time I did-
tofu, but I've served it. That's for damn sure.
I've never seen tofu in my life.
Well, how about you tell us a little bit about the martial art you do practice?
It originally how do I say this? It originated, I guess, in South Korea, and it was just there at a time where people can defend themselves and their families from people who they hate, like gangs
Sorry.
and stuff.
Can I cut you off real quick?
Go ahead.
Cooper, can you tell Jaya that you'll talk with her later?
I'm busy. I'm actually
Okay, I'll
talking
take
about
care
my
of it.
French assignment. Because I have
With
very
Jaya.
limited time.
All right, all right.
Tell us more about Miss 06, Fade.
Um, So it originally started in Korea, defend families, blah blah blah, and then people came from South Korea over to here, and I guess it just kind of followed along with them.
Are we
Now
still talking
the
about tofu?
sorry,
Are we still talking about tofu?
no,
Okay, cool. I was just double checking.
yeah, so it just kind of like went to America, and I'm assuming more people left to go to other places. So it just kind of like migrated into the world, I guess.
Now, you've told us about what this martial art means to the world. What does it mean to you? How do you feel about it? What is
Uh,
this martial art even called? Is it really tofu or is it sushi?
What is it called to you?
I call it Taekwondo.
Hmm.
And does that translate to tofu in some other language that we don't understand but you do, or what's up with that?
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Well, what I heard in there is I heard Taekwondo, and I think he's trying to refer to the Tao.
Taekwondo. Oh.
Oh, exactly.
I don't have a
Do
South
you
Korean accent, so
what?
I don't have a South Korean accent, so I can't really say which one it is.
Do the North
He's part
Korean
of the
accent.
Yakuza.
Do the North Korean accent.
I don't know, Kim Jong Un. Fuck you want me to say? I know what
That
you want
ain't
me to say, mate.
that ain't no accent, bro. You just saying a name.
Yeah, because I'm trying to tell you that I don't have an accent.
Oh.
Yeah. Can you fake one?
Yes,
Do it.
which accent?
North
Just give me a list, and I'll see if I can try to make one.
Fake a Rocket
North
Man
Korea.
accent.
Say again?
Fake a Rocket Man accent.
Oh, Rocket Man. Who is Rocket Man? Like the game?
What is Rocket Man the game?
It's not a game.
Um,
It's Kim Jong Un. He's from North Korea.
I've never heard that guy speak in my life.
No, I actually haven't either.
Yeah, no, but I haven't.
Now
I
that I
was,
think about
dude.
it.
Oh, I can make a very good accent.
Oh, I see what he did there. I see what he did there. I see what he did there.
I
You guys like
easily
it?
convinced. Yeah.
Now, now I'd like to bring something up.
Yeah.
You're talking a lot about Korean cultures, and I know that you recently played the Assassin's Creed hit game Mirage. Now,
Yeah.
what are your thoughts on explorers around the time that Mirage takes place?
Okay. Before I just continue, you do know that Mirage
Excuse
did
me.
happen in Baghdad, Iraq, right?
I'm well aware.
Yeah, me too.
was
Thank
that
you.
was that the
It
one
was
where
like a
you
long
heard
time
that
ago.
crazy noise?
It was
I think
probably
it was
the
the
car
car
on his
passing
end.
by.
A lot
So
of people are trying to drive by his house and take pictures of him.
They're flying over his
hey,
house too.
I have a lot of. They want me dead.
It's Jack, isn't it?
It's Jack. 100%. It's Jack.
But anyway, tell us more about what you think about explorers around the time of Mirage.
Um, a lot of sand is what I want to say. Like everything's probably just made out of sand. You go outside, you see sand. You go inside, you see sand. You go look at the building and the materials, it's sand. It's usually nothing but sand. That's all I can think about it.
Okay, that's cool and all, but are you still sure you aren't gay?
Yes, I'm not gay.
What if I do this?
I am less gay now.
What if I kiss you goodnight?
No.
Whoa, did his camera just flip or am I bugging?
I wasn't paying attention. Did it?
I think you're dead. I think it happened to me too.
My camera?
No, his.
No. It just disappeared.
You made it. It's right here.
He's right there for me. Hold up,
You two
I
are
have
like
a
right
great
here.
idea. When my hand moves across, I want you to start moving your hand into frame, okay? Point like this.
Mhm.
With the hand we can't see. No, fade, not you, bruh. Okay, you ready?
Okay.
Okay, let's try that again. I'll move back more. Alright? Get your hand out of frame.
Okay.
Get it more out, more out, more out. Okay, that's good. No, not yet. You did it too early, way too early.
Okay, you ready? Whoa, this is trippy.
Do it when his hand exits that screen.
What are you yapping about, bro?
Okay,
Where's-
you do it real quick so I can give him an example. And he's drinking nice.
Me or
Oh,
Cooper?
you mean me?
Yeah, you do it real quick. Notice how I did it once his hand got off screen? Do it like that. Do it like that.
So I'm to delay it a lot.
Okay,
Yeah.
sure. All right,
Till
you
his
ready?
hand goes
Yeah,
off
after
screen.
that.
Nice.
Now turn it. No, turn it to face you. No, face you. Like in real life. Okay. If you don't answer this question, I'm gonna shoot you, alright?
Oh!
What's
High
your
stakes now.
what's your weapon of choice when you're If this
Wait,
doesn't
wait, wait.
work, you look so dumb, Yusuf. Okay. Well, my hands are down now, so we'll just have to do this off the trust system. But
Yeah.
what's your favorite type of weapon when you're doing your bounty hunting stuff in the Wild West? What do you reach for
Oh,
first?
is it like old or like modernish?
You live in it, bruh.
So modern,
Sure.
Old.
Oh.
sure. Uh, me, I like to go with a double action revolver. Simple.
Okay.
Really?
Yeah, because of the
Classic.
double action revolver's design, you don't have to pull down the hammer. So instead of having to like pull down the hammer and then shoot, you can just like it's like click the trigger a lot. Just empty out the magazine faster than anyone else can.
Yeah, but word around town is because of that, it's heavily inaccurate.
So if you hit your shots, you hit. If you hit your shots. If you don't, you don't.
But for that reason, I know a lot of people prefer a show field.
I wasn't really a big fan of the show field. It looks a little goofy to me.
I'll
Would
put a
you
picture of it on
say-
screen right here.
Would you say that looking cool is half of the part of being a successful outlaw?
Yeah.
Do you think Batman is Batman if he's driving like a 2006 Toyota as opposed to the Batmobile, or
Um, if you were to wear the costume, yeah, he would be the exact same person.
but it doesn't
So
look
you
as
only
cool.
care about. But it sounds like he only cares about the person and what they look like, not their vehicle mode of transport.
Because it's not the vehicle that identifies Batman now, is it?
I
But it's
guess
part of
not.
it, isn't it?
It's an extension
It's
of
part
his
of
No,
it.
it's
body.
really not.
It's an extension of his image.
It's as a pencil is to a writer, or as a protractor is to an architect. You don't have one without the other. Okay.
Well,
I don't
that's
see this.
you say that because a lot of Batman clips and games have been shown without him in a car sometimes.
Exactly. You
But
can't have a
when
writer.
he doesn't have
You,
a car, he
you
has a
can't have.
motorcycle.
He doesn't have a motorcycle.
He does.
Yeah, he does.
Oh, he does have a motorcycle. My point is though, he doesn't have to have the motorcycle. You don't. Here's why I think this example doesn't work. You can't have a writer be seen without a book or a pencil, and they're not a writer. You can't have an architect seen without.
A protractor.
No, because you can't see an architect without a protractor.
Not a good
A
one.
building.
If you want
Building.
a building to
You
stand
can't
up.
see. You can't see an architect without a building, right? There'll always be a building in sight where an architect is, right? Now, by that same logic, Batman doesn't have to use his car. That's why in one of his hit games, Batman Arkham City, the car actually has the new Tesla feature, self-driving. And what he's done is he's put the weights around the wheel so that it thinks he's holding it and auto drives for him. And what it does is he'll like, let's say he gets out of his car, goes around, does a clip, right? And let's say he ends up 5 miles away. Then he could just ring up his car because his car isn't core to him. He could do stuff without his car and still be Batman.
Yeah, but isn't Batman about following the laws?
He's a vigilante.
Yeah, can you explain to me what that is?
Um, it's like someone who enforces
Their
the
own
law.
laws?
It's someone who forces their laws or their beliefs through ways that do not usually conform with the government. Now,
Hmm.
Batman, he definitely does follow the laws of Gotham City. However, a vigilante, no matter what, is breaking the law because they're a vigilante.
Yeah, but you said Batman is a vigilante, and you're saying that vigilantes always break the laws.
Not
Just
always.
being a vigilante in itself is breaking the law. Most governments have laws against vigilantes.
I see.
Well,
This is
for the
backing.
sake of time, I think we should probably just get one more question going and then wrap it up with some closing comments from our friend Fade here.
Do
Hmm.
you have it, the question, or do you want me to have the question?
I
'Cause I'm
think
prepared for a
you can
question.
ask.
All right.
I am thinking.
You aren't the
No,
one
no.
asking the
I'll,
question.
I'll
He's
ask.
asking the question.
So,
You think
give me a
after
second.
he asks, okay?
Sure.
Tour. Okay. Now,
Haley Welsh.
I was thinking. Sorry.
Haley Welsh. Hawk Tua. You know.
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. Please don't talk.
Please don't hawk.
Yeah. So I was thinking, what are your thoughts? We've covered a few different. We've covered modern vigilantes. We've covered outlaws. We've covered bounty hunters. What about pirates? And I know that you're a big
Ooh,
expert when it comes to pirates,
I
but
am a big expert.
what are your thoughts on pirates and their time of being? What are your thoughts on their morals, their how you would let their potential of being a pirate? Tell me what you think.
I see these pirates as criminals, but not all pirates are intending for the worst thing to happen.
Sorry, elaborate.
Have you seen the show One Piece?
No.
I have not.
It's
You
about
have to give us
a
context.
crew of pirates who just try to go around the world to have fun. They don't do any. They don't do any like how do I say this? They're not intending for something bad to happen, but they do illegal stuff. So they're being chased by the government, but they're not like the other pirates who just want to, kill, steal, other things that I
Pop
cannot say.
Viagra.
Shake Viagra. Are they anti-heroes in that sense? Because an anti-hero is defined by someone who does bad things with a good intention.
I would see that um as I wouldn't know. There were sometimes they're
Well,
not really good
I'm gonna
intentions,
mute
more
real
of
quick. I
revenge.
have to I have to ask a question. I'm gonna I gotta I'm gonna mute real quick. You keep talking. You keep talking.
You do that. You do that.
You keep talking.
Okay. Um, it's not like they have bad intention
Hey
or good
Siri,
intention, but
define anti-hero.
Hey, your mic's not muted.
Sorry,
Your
your
mic's not
mic's not
muted.
muted.
I was my bad. That's on me. But anywho, yeah, an anti-hero. I was talking to.
Talking to
Cooper or
or
me. All right, can we get back to topic?
Okay, okay. Anywho, How'd you do that? Your thumb's off. You shook your
Pirate's
thumb off.
code. I can't tell you,
Oh, okay.
but I can put it. I can show you how I put it back.
Okay, that's magical, really is. Anyway, tell us what you were saying about pirates, Mr. Slope.
Are you talking about that specific group, or it's like general pirates?
General.
In general, pirates are criminals who are greedy, filthy, and non-merciful.
so merciless.
Yeah, I guess so.
But I'm thinking, like, what makes you say that they are good pirates, considering that they are anti-heroes, people who do bad things for a good purpose?
Well, he hasn't met all pirates, so it would be ridiculous
Yeah.
to say that there
Well,
aren't some
he-
good ones.
Sir, if you
Statistically.
Sure,
sir,
that's true. That's
if you
true.
that, then you are judging a book by its cover.
Okay. Now, how
That's
about
like-
in the case
That's
of
like judging a bounty by its treasure chest, and you don't do that. Pirates.
that's
know
what
that.
you do. That's what you do.
No,
You judge a bounty by how much it's worth. That's what you do.
but how do you know what it's
Yes,
worth
I know
if
what
you
to do.
don't open it?
Are you talking about booty or bounty?
Even the smallest treasure chest can seem valuable in an instant.
To someone.
Because it's not about the size. It's about how you use it.
Me personally, I like to think of it as the friends that we made along the way, but you can have your own.
Yeah, it's the it's the friends we made along the way. Yeah.
Well, with that, would you like to give us some closing comments, Fade?
Not really.
Taper off the episode. Had a
Favor?
massive discussion. But now it's time to fade into an outro.
Whenever you're ready, Fade.
How do I do that?
You just go.
How about you just tell your teacher
I
to
just
give you a
leave?
good grade on this assignment or something?
How long has it been?
I can't
Like,
check. I'd
what,
have to
30
exit
minutes?
the tab. It's been a while though.
Like, I think about 30 minutes.
I think so
30 or
too.
so.
Yeah, I'm probably gonna get a good grade. Inshallah.
Does he?
Inshallah.
Inshallah.
Inshallah, you will get a good grade, brother.
That's on Habibi.
See, I'm telling you, people actually use Habibi. Anywho.
Apologies. Can you say that a motorcycle just passed by?
Oh, it doesn't matter. Don't worry about it.
Oh, okay. my
Is
bad.
he gonna watch this or, like, show it to the class?
Oh yeah, everybody's seeing this.
Okay, okay. The full
I'm
30
joking.
minutes.
No one's seeing this. Just them.
Just
Aww.
him. I feel bad for him. Merry
Aha.
Christmas and Happy New Year.
Yeah, because we're gonna release this in the end of the year 2030.
That's what we said about episode 2, and it's out already. So
I guess you could say that.
Yeah.
Well, anywho, I don't know if Fade, can you just go by your heart and close the video off, the episode off?
What do you want me to do?
By your heart, just what you think an outro should look like.
Does it have to be school appropriate?
I'd prefer so. You'd prefer so.
Jinx.
Yeah.
Hi.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
Bye.
Oh.
Why are we smoking? Why are we smoking?
No, I'm just
Smoking.
shocked because you didn't stop me before I got to 10.
Fine. What do you want?
Je te veux.
Me?
We'll talk about it tomorrow.
Okay, okay. Alright, well, you want to do the outro, Cooper?
No, I thought you were gonna say Fade for a second, but he's clearly.
I was too.
Yes,
I am
you know-
clueless. This is my first time, guys. Come on. My first
You
time.
know what they say: a fade never forgets their first time. Thank you all for watching this
Oh.
episode of the Feta-Zeta Mail podcast, everyone. We hope you enjoyed it. Thanks again to our sponsor. Remember, if you click the link in our description, use the code, you get a randomly generated 1 to 10% off. Also, we'd like to thank our little guest here, Fade, for joining us. This is for his school, so if you're watching this at school for some reason, make sure to give him a high five when you see him in the hallway. And if you're his teacher, Make sure to give him a high five when you see him in the hallway. And also make sure to give him a good grade, even if you don't see him in the hallway.
Ooh. Why are you? What's going on with your eyebrows?
You wouldn't get it. It's an inside joke with me and Fade here.
Oh,
I'm over here.
Not for me, you are.
he's over here. I can see he's also doing it, but his eyebrows barely move.
Okay.
I didn't know
Oh,
I
they're
could move
moving a
my
little
eyebrows until just now. Look, I can make a wave.
That's. It's kind of close.
Look, they're both going that way. I can't make them go
Hold
the
up.
other way.
I guess that's how we ended off then.
I guess so.
That's not the coolest thing ever. Hold up. High five, guys.
That's so cool.
I know. They're practically jumping for joy.
Or
I
fear.
don't know.
One last cheers, everyone.
I don't have anything, but okay.
Ding.
Ding.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
We'll see.
Oh my god, it just happened! That's for when you edit it in.